Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Truuu Talk podcast. This is episode 11. Can you imagine it's been 11 weeks already, right? And this week we'll be talking about intuition and raising your own vibration, Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina, and supporting each other in relationships. As always, I'm joined by our Truuu Talk First Lady, Miss Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Whoop, whoop. Hi.
A man who needs no introduction, Mr. Truuu Talk himself, Mr. Ashley. Our very own Welsh princess, Ms. Nadia. A young lady who says, if you're going to send her pictures, get the angles right, that's Miss Milan. And of course, myself, DJ Sticky Fingers. And as I said, we're going to start off with intuition and raising your own vibration. Miss Chitty's going to hit us off. Go ahead, Chitty.
Okay. Oh, so it's me. Sorry. Yes. So intuition and raising your vibration. So first of all, intuition. So we have our minds that we think with, but in our brains, there's little receptors. And some of those receptors are connected to different parts of our bodies. So intuition is always linked with your gut. So sometimes if you're in a situation or something's happening, you'll think with your head, but then you might have a funny feeling in your stomach. That's your intuition. So if your intuition is telling you not to do something, don't do it, because your intuition is never wrong. If your gut gives you a feeling about a person, or you're sensing energy from a person, you're always going to feel it in your stomach. So that's something you always have to just be vigilant of. How does a person make you feel? When I speak to people or interact with people, I never I listen to the words that they're saying, but I take it in and I I analyze and assess how their words make me feel rather than what they make me think. Because a person can say anything to you, innit? And like sometimes they could be telling you good things and they could be saying, oh, you know what, you're such a cool person, like, oh, I like you, or X, Y, Z. But then your gut's telling you this person's lying, innit? Or this person's an actual dickhead. Always go with that feeling, because intuition never lies. And that's my feelings on intuition. I won't speak too much about it because I could go on for days and I don't really want to do that. So I don't know, Nadia, what do you think about intuition?
So I completely agree with what you just said. So sometimes I take people at face value, and it takes a little bit of time for me to get the vibe and get the feeling. But I do, most of the time, I go with my gut feeling. But I'm the type of person that is quite open-minded, give people a lot of time, give people a lot of chances. You know, I think it takes a while for me to actually see what somebody is all about. But eventually, it all boils down to the fact that it's what I feel in my gut. I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm a bad judge of character, but I think I get quite bad anxiety sometimes off a person's vibe, and I think that's my way of sensing that I'm going with my gut feeling that something's not right, and I get quite anxious as well. So it is a completely different feeling with your head and your gut. Anyone else want to elaborate? Ash?
Yeah. Okay, so intuition for me, I think it's one of the most important things that people don't use. Yeah, I feel like in my life, using my intuition has probably kept me out of the most danger, kept me out of the most trouble. But I think it's something that people don't use, because intuition is about you, and it's about not allowing other people to influence your decisions. And where most people are influenced by the words or the opinions of other people, you get me? That's why people don't necessarily, some people might not understand how intuition works, or some people might not trust their intuition because people believe in other people more than they believe in themselves, you get me? So for me, I've always had a little bit of belief or not even a little bit. I've always had belief in myself, and I always felt like I know what's best for me more than anyone else. So I've allowed my intuition to kind of guide me and keep me out of certain situations. You get me? But in terms of vibrations, I think your intuition works better depending on what kind of level you're vibrating on. Some people might not understand what that means, but to higher your vibrations kind of means to be more in tune with yourself. So the more in tune you are with your own self, is the more you trust your intuition, and the more your intuition will kind of like guide you. Yeah, that's my take on intuition. I think it's very important, but I feel like people don't use it enough because people trust other people more than they trust themselves. Yeah. Unmute yourselves though. You get me?
Malan, what about you? What's your views?
Intuition. I don't really know what vibrations are. I don't really get what that is. But intuition-wise, I don't really know if I go with my gut. Like, if we're talking about people, I don't like to meet new people because I just haven't got time to get to know them. But if I do, it's like I give people a lot of chances, which probably like I shouldn't. But then it will just get to a point where my attitude will just change, and then once my attitude changes, good luck with you, because you can't change me back, and I will just be, well, I don't know. Basically, I'll just treat people how they're treating me, type of thing. But yeah, the vibration thing, I don't really know what that is or understand what it is.
Can I share my views? You know what I actually was saying in terms of, you know, intuition and stuff. I think it's a bit tricky because, like, coming from the Caribbean, I'm sure you might have all heard, or I've heard a family member or a friend say, "My spirit doesn't take to someone." How much have you ever heard that phrase before? Like, "Oh, you might be auntie, go, oh, my spirit doesn't take to that person."
Yeah.
In the same breath, how many times has someone spoken to any one of us and assumed that we're a certain way or judged us, and that's just based on their intuition? But then when they got to meet us, it was a different story. That's why I'm a bit like, when it comes to intuition and stuff, I'm like, I don't know. You know, you have a feeling, but I think it's almost like judging a book by its cover almost. Like, you've got to be very careful, because again, I'm sure we've all been judged correctly at one stage before in our lives. You know what I mean?
I think we definitely need to go on vibration. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I just, when you talk about vibrations, I think we mean a vibe. So you get a vibe from somebody that you meet or you are around. Am I right in saying that, guys?
There's no right and there's no wrong. It's just however you perceive it.
Yeah. But I think, so I think you get a vibe from somebody. A lot of people are quite closed off, though, I find. There are some people that are very open, and you can pick up on their vibe, their aura, and you can kind of set that person out straight away, more or less. But there are a lot of people that are closed off, and it's not as easy to feel, their vibe, their energy, I think. So you type of person, I think you go with your gut instinct. And you just trust, because there is a completely different feeling, isn't there, with your head and the gut. I suppose it is hard to differentiate, but I know that most of the time I use my head and I try to think intellectually, but then it all boils down to how I feel, like I said earlier on, with anxiety, how my body tells me how to react. And with anxiety, you tend to go with your gut instinct, whether that person's right or wrong for you in regards to relationships, friendships.
What I mean when I say vibrations here, I'm kind of more talking about your awareness of what's going on around you, your awareness of how people perceive you, how people how people behave. So it's just about your awareness of the world and how you see things. Like, the more open you are to like different things, spirituality, understanding why people do the things they do rather than thinking about how it affects you. You know what I'm saying? Like people say, less ego. So when you're feeling like the less ego you have is the higher the vibration kind of thing. Because it's like an awareness. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say vibration.
Chiz, what's your views on vibration? I know you're a very spiritual person. I think probably one of the most spiritual people that I've ever met in my life. And I'm pushing 40. I'm close to 40, but close enough. Yeah, we won't go. So what do you think?
So when it comes to vibration, for me, like I always say, everything is energy in it. It's something that I've always believed in. It's been said by so many philosophers, and it's been proven in science and those kind of things. But I never really started learning about energy as such until I hit about like the age of 25. And then when I hit 30, that's when energy really started to become a big part of my life, because I started to clock people's energy in it. I started to clock how their energy made me feel. Like I'm the type of person, I'm always uplifting other people. I'll always go out of my way to make sure that other people feel good. And I don't really put myself first when it comes to energy. And I spent a lot of my time kind of watching the energy of others. And if I see that somebody's energy is low or they're vibrating at a low frequency, I'll try my hardest to like raise them up. That's just me, it's who I am, because I don't like to see anybody low, especially the empath in me. I can see the good in the worst person. Do you get me? I've said it before on previous lives. But then I also find in energy terms, because I vibrate on the frequency that I'm vibrating at, I tend to attract people who are on a lower frequency. And that's because this is not coming from a place of ego, it's coming from a place of energy in it. Like I'm talking in terms of energy. They all look at me and think, how come she can be that way? And it's actually genuine, do you get me? Like, because with me, I'll be walking down the street and I'll see somebody. If I can see someone's feeling low, or just by their face or by their mannerisms, I'll be like, oh, hi, do you get me? Oh, you look good today, or just something to uplift them. And then people are like, oh, okay. And it raises their vibration and you can feel it. But then in turn, it attracts bad energy, because they'll look at it and they'll think, oh my God, I've had a taste of that, so I want some more. So then I attract energy vampires, people who will just come along and try to suck the energy out of me. So then in turn, it lowers my vibration. Not that I act in a bad way or anything, but it just makes me feel very low. And I take on their problems, or I take on their energy, and my energy kind of imitates theirs in a way of their energy affects my life. Do you get me? Even though it's nothing to do with me, it's never anything directly to do with me. But if you think in terms of energy, when you're around people, anything that's going on in their life, it can affect you. If you spend so much time with them, if you're putting in the time and the effort, it can really, really affect you. So you have to be very vigilant about where your energy is going. And this is where intuition comes in also with that. Because there's been so many times where my intuition has told me, this person, this is not healthy. Do you get me? This is not a good connection. They're here to see what they can get from you. They'll take all that they can, leave you broken. You've lifted them, but you've lowered yourself. Do you get me? And there's so many times that I've ignored my intuition. Could be around someone, or I could just be feeling sick or feeling really bad, and I don't understand it. But then when I think about it in terms of energy, I'm like, it's because this person is vibrating on a low frequency and you're affecting me. Do you get me? But then there comes the kindness and everything, and you try, but you have to be, if your intuition is telling you something about a person, actually look at it and deep it for what it is. People only make you feel how you allow them to make you feel. Do you get me? So more time, when people are showing you a certain type of energy or showing you certain things, that's who they are. Don't dig deeper. Don't try and fix them. Just keep it moving. Just say, oh, hey ho, Do you get me? Like good energy at the start, but now I'm not too sure. So it's a goodbye for me. But good luck with that. Do you get me? Wish them well, but just remove yourself from the situation. Do you get me? There's just doesn't have to be any bad vibes or anything. But you just have to protect your energy.
And that's the bad thing about the intuition thing. Like, even if you don't follow it, it's gonna happen. Yeah. That's the maddest thing. So it's best to just follow your intuition. Know that if you feel something, you're feeling it for a reason. Your body don't lie to you. And this is something like I always tell my young G's. I say my young G's, like my little brother, my little cousins and that. I always tell them, react to how your body feels. So if there's a situation and something's happening, bro, react naturally. You understand? React. If your body's telling you move, move, bro. You understand? If your body's telling you react, react, bro. You understand? If you follow your intuition, it'll keep you safe. It'll keep you alive. Well, it's kept me safe. It's kept me alive. Feel me?
I can relate
so
to
if you don't follow your intuition, you don't go with your gut. The funny thing is, what your gut was telling you is going to happen anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can definitely relate to what you're both saying, because I suppose the thing that's in my mind at the moment is past relationships, and a recent relationship, a friendship, was fun. You know, there was a good energy between the two people, fun, laughter, banter, jokes. But then there was this feeling that just made me feel quite anxious and something's not right. And then other people were saying to me, listen, be careful, you know, this is not a good situation, you know, you need to trust your gut and blah, blah, blah. And then things started to unfold. They were quite evident as well. So I suppose I knew from the off that something wasn't quite right. You know, I was getting that feeling, that anxiety and restlessness, I would say. So I think, you know, it's not always easy to pick up on somebody's vibration. Not always, not straight away. But you know, things start to unfold. But you have to, like you said, you have to keep moving, especially when somebody's draining you. Like Chidi said, I'm an empath. I think I can heal the world. I can take everybody's problems on, and I can fix everybody. And then it starts wearing you down, and you just feel exhausted. And you know, you have to just keep it moving, like you said, definitely, and move on and try and raise your vibrations and be around more positive people. That's why Chidi's my girl, my number one.
You know what? Hey, I'm going to read some of these messages. We head over to Milan. So Lucastro says, less ego, more soul.
Uncle Luca.
Kaiser Soul says, in the building. Rosie Pose says, non-entities, soulless beings. Lucas also says, well said, sis, which is about what Chidi was saying. And AG_HSP gives us a thumbs up. Milan?
My brother.
Yeah, exactly. What are you saying on that as well, Milan?
So yes, I don't know if it's the same thing, but like, you know, like when you're like optimistic and stuff. So like, I'm always like a glass is never empty. Do you know what I mean? Like it's always half like full. And I will always try my best to help anyone and everyone. Do you know what I mean? But then it comes to a point which I'm literally like I'm realizing at the minute. It's like when I need help, who's there to help me? Who's ever gonna turn around and be like, "Man, you're right." Do you know what I mean? Like even if I just like, if I'm just like stunned, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. Do you know what I mean? But how many people actually ask you, "Are you all right?" Do you know what I mean? So I feel like with that as well, it's just like I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Is intuition something you should like believe in? I don't know, but if it is, I need to start believing in it because I don't think I do, and I don't think it's healthy. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't. Yeah, you can help people if they need help, but you can't always be that person because it's draining. It's so draining, and it makes you like exhausted for no reason. Like why should helping another person like make you drained? Do you know what I mean? Because it's not like you're helping them in like a physical way. Like you know, I'm not like helping a person move and I'm lifting up heavy boxes and stuff, but literally just by having like a conversation, it just takes the energy out of you. And when you're just like, I haven't got time to now do anything that like I want to do. because I've now put all my energy into somebody else, into helping them and their problems, and I'm listening to their problems and their issues and trying to sort them out, and all of my issues are getting pushed to the back. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's definitely something that people should be like awakened to, and like sometimes it's okay to put yourself like first. Do you know what I mean? You don't always have to put other people first.
I think that's where intuition kind of comes in again, yeah, because I think that when it comes to building relationships with people or having certain friendships with people, people don't use their intuition in that sense either. Like, you know, some friendships are, there's nothing good that can come from some friendships. You know what I'm saying? You know that you're aware of that, but yet you still choose to, like, obviously nurture them. Because I've got friendships with people that the only time we talk is positive. For instance, one of my brothers who's in here now, he called me one time, and he literally just called me just to give me like positive reinforcement. Like, I see you, bro. I've always seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it came from nowhere. And for me, it done so much for me. Like, and those are the kind of friends that we need, innit? Those are the kind of people that we overlook, because those are the people that we're not necessarily going to speak to every day, or the people that's going to be like giving us that energy every day. But those are the people that, you know what I'm saying, that your intuition is telling you those are your people. Those are the people that's for you. Those are the people that want to see you win. Those are the people that want to see you shine. You know what I'm saying? And those are the relationships and the friendships that we need to be nurturing a bit more. You know what I'm saying? Instead of them people that always want from us, or always want to drain us, or always want some type of reassurance. Because that's not really friendship. But we just think it's friendship because that's what we've been receiving all this time. But like, growing up, like, knowing a wide range of different kind of people, it really showed me what friendship really is, you know what I'm saying? And my intuition led me there, and their intuition also led them to me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, vibrations, and it's because we're vibing on the same frequencies as well, so we attract that, you know what I'm saying? But my brother, you know I'm talking about you anyway. I can pretty big you up, and you know I love every time. You get me? But,
Yeah.
So there's a little bromance going on there, but I love it. But you know what? In terms of actual saying, right? It's almost like I think sometimes we don't see the value in something. We sometimes overlook the value. So that we're actually saying that that person has come to him. There's the value so deep in that. But sometimes we will more pay attention to someone who wants to go partying because it's here and now. But the value is a lot deeper, and sometimes we can forget the value of something because that's not tangible in that sense. So I do like that, man. And shout out to your friend as well. You know, we need more friends like that. We all do.
come on, big bro, you know.
Basically, you just all need a chiggy in your life, and I'll just put that out there because I am
Yeah.
little friend. But I just wanted to say something along those lines. And sometimes, yeah. So when people think about intuition, we automatically, because we're human beings, and human beings are strange, we automatically think about the negative when it comes to intuition. But as I said to you, when I hit 30 and I really started assessing energy and working on my intuition and actually listening to it, it actually overtook, because I got to a point in my life where I was like, no more. I don't want people in my life. No new friends, no new people. Do you get me? But then my intuition, it led me to a lot of, it's probably the reason, well, it is the reason why I'm sat here today with you lot. Do you get me? Because I didn't want this. I didn't want to interact with people. I didn't want to take on other people's energy or interact with others. But intuition can work in a way, it's like the universe can speak to you, innit, through energy and say, no, this is what you're supposed to do. And sometimes I've been there fighting with myself, saying, no, I don't even want to know this person. Do you get me? This person's long, or this person got no respect, or this person's got no regard, or whatever. But then my intuition's telling me, no, kid. Do you get me? Just hold on a little bit longer, because there's a meaning to this. You get me? There's a bigger purpose, and you're supposed to connect with person A or person B. Do you get me? So intuition can work in that way also as well. Because intuition's beautiful if you can really tune into it and see it for what it is. It will save your life, but at the same time, it will bless you. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love how you mentioned, earlier on, shit about, energy vampires. And I think that's exactly what some people are. And it's not just friends, it can be family members as well. I mean, somebody you've spent your whole life with and you think they've got your back and, their blood is thicker than water. And, you find sometimes, like I found out quite late in life that I had certain family members. There were energy vampires, and I've had to cut myself off from certain family members to protect my health, my mental state of mind, my energy. I was giving certain people in my family my time, my energy, my good heart. I would do anything for anybody. But, like Milan said earlier on, sometimes you give people this energy and this kindness and you don't get that in return. And you have to question that. You have to say, trust your intuition, like you said, and decide, is it worth the heartache and pain? Is it worth the anxiety? Is it worth the energy, the time? Because life is so valued and so precious. You really do need to make that decision and choose wisely. And even if it is a family member, it's not easy. It's actually more difficult, isn't it, to cut off a family member? But my way of dealing with things is I haven't cut anybody out. I limit my time now. I limit my time. And, I'm there for everybody, obviously, but I choose my time wisely.
Listen, family or not, if it looks like a op, walks like a op, sounds like a op, then it must be an op. Yeah,
Exactly.
straight like that. I ain't playing none of them games. Yeah, friend, family, brother, sister, cousin, whatever, fam. Yeah, if you are op, you're op, fam. That's it. I'll cut you off like a cancerous limb and not ever think about you again, fam. Trust me. Because you see, like, not to say that that's what I want to do. You get me? I definitely don't. It's all about love, and I want to love my people. But trust me, I'll cut off a family member quicker than I'll cut off a friend, because man's expectations of a family member is different. You get me? Friends, some friends you don't really expect nothing from them. You get me? You expect them to be scumbags. You know what I'm saying? But your family, you don't expect certain things. You feel me? And once your family cross the line, they ain't even family again. And family can't. You get me? You can't even be my friend. You're an op, fam.
Just don't start the Leo off tonight. Leo.
Yeah.
Leo.
Yeah. Triggering me. Don't trigger me. Right?
Don't trigger the Leo tonight, because the Leo's cut-off game is
Strong.
Exactly. My cut-off game is so strong. Anyone who knows me or used to know me, you will know, innit?
Don't start him off.
No.
Let me read some messages quickly. Lucas De Castro says, my brother, serious. Naturally says, cuz I was telling you, there's no new friends. I think going back what Chidi was saying. Naturally also says, it's an op. And Kaiser Souza says, bad energy will only come to you if you allow it to.
But also, yes, my brother, yeah. I agree with that, but also disagree with it as well. Sorry, guys. You're my homie. I have to disagree also as well, because I'm going to say it again, and I know Nadia can feel this, and I know Milan will probably feel this as well, because there's something about females being empaths. We're just naturally empathetic. So sometimes, we could just maybe think or see that a person's broken, innit? So we know that that's not there. Sometimes as an empath, it's both a blessing and a curse, because we see people as their higher selves, you get me? So you could be the actual scum of the earth, but we'll see your higher self, because life is a choice, isn't it? So you go down this path or you can go down this path. An empath will see both your paths. And because we've got empathy, we'll look at the bad path and we'll think, all right, you might be on that bad path now, but if you can migrate over, you get me? You're going to do it, because everyone's trying to elevate and everyone's trying to vibrate higher. Not always, because some people are just, what you see is scum, and they are scum, innit? And they're out for themselves and they're very selfish. So then that's where the energy vampire thing comes in. They will take from you until there's nothing left to take, and then they'll leave you in bits. And then that's when you have to start a whole healing process of your own again, and the universe will keep also sending us the same lesson, yeah, and the same scenario, same situation in the forms of different people until we actually learn, innit? And then we've got to make that choice of, right, this is where the vibration comes in, because do I turn cold and just say fuck everyone, or do I maintain my level of empathy and maintain vibrating at a frequency of love and attract what I'm supposed to attract and attract what I deserve? It's so hard. I've you know, even the beginning of this year, I was telling Ashley, I was at a crossroads. Back in February, I was there. I was so close in him. I was like, yeah, I'm on the mountain, self-destructive, fuck you all, innit? But then went into lockdown and I had to actually go into myself and learn about myself again. And it was a beautiful experience that I got. But it's so easy. Like, people can make you, not even people, it's just the energy. It can make you just want to change just like that. So that's where we have to be careful.
Yeah, you should never let anybody turn you cold. I've always said that. And something that I always stick by is, you know, just kill people with kindness. Just maintain that high frequency and vibrate high, like you said. But we are only human, and there, you know, there will come a time when people turn you cold or a situation turns you cold, because we are only human. But I think you still have to maintain, you know, this level of maturity, protect yourself as well, because it's not a good feeling, is it, when you lose your shit and you get angry with people. It's just not worth it's not worth your time at the end of the day. It's not worth it. You just have to take a deep breath and move along.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about this too much.
Can we move on to this quickly? Kaiser Soze says, disagreeing is good, but women mostly bring the shit bad energy. Sorry, ladies, but you lot do. You're like the weather.
Bro,
It's the men that make us turn cold.
I'm gonna block you, bro. Nah.
Can't say you've had some bad experiences with females, that's all I got to say. But it's okay. You got me and Chizzy now.
It's just, it's everything is energy, isn't it? And that's all there is to it.
I do agree to a certain extent. I'm surprised Ashley didn't jump on that one then.
I was going to, yeah, but I didn't want to make it about sex and that, or gender. But I do feel like a lot of issues stem from females. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's move on to the next topic.
So the next topic is Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina. So for those of you on the Instagram Live, or those that don't know, a story broke during the week that Jada Pinkett Smith has been dating or seeing or was seeing or had an affair with the artist August Alsina. Now, I know Miss Milan is into all these things. Milan, do you want to kick us off first?
Okay, so people are calling it an affair, but I'm pretty sure that a couple years ago, Will and Jada said they was in this like open relationship type thing. So, you know, she does what she does, he does what he does. They just live under the same like roof. That was their agreement as a couple. Not I wouldn't, but because basically you're just a friend with benefits who lives in the house. Do you know what I mean? But you know, they've got kids together, and that was their thing. So now it's come out that she was seeing this August guy. Everyone's like, oh my god, he was this and she's doing it. And I'm like, hold on. Did you miss the part when they said that they're in an open relationship and they both said it? It wasn't like like they was in an interview and she said it, and and you've got him like looking at her like, are we in an open relationship? No, they both was like, yeah, this is what we are and this is how we are living our lives. So it's like people didn't care about that. But what is it, because she's dating a guy who's like 20 something years younger than her? Is that why everyone has a problem with it? Because I'm like, if that's their relationship, then that's their relationship. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me. If they want to be in an open relationship, then be in one. What I don't get is that, so August was saying in his interview, like, you know, if I died now, you know, I would die knowing that I gave her my all and that I loved her. And I'm like, I don't know, why does everyone literally want to die for this girl? Do you know what I mean? Like, Tupac was on it, then you had and then you had like Will Smith was on. You got, why do all these people want it? Like, what does Jada do that's just so amazing? I don't get it. But maybe she just says it is how it is. Do you know what I mean? I'm in an open relationship. I can do what I want. And yeah, I just don't see why it's people's business, to be honest.
My personal opinion on the whole thing is Jada and Will are only living together under the same roof and in this open relationship because of money. It's all about financial stability, security. If they separate, what's the word I'm looking for? So who they are, their status is going to drop down a few notches because they're a power couple. So I think the fact that they've made out there is a comfortable thing, they're in an open relationship. I'm sorry, but I would not be living under the same roof as the man that I made children with and I married and said my vows to, and I go and be in some open relationship with different people. I just, not for me.
Now they'll be like, you better open that door or walk through it.
Yes, pack your bag up and leave. Sorry. No. How can you go from being loyal, saying your vows, making a family, being business partners, and then say, oh, actually, I've decided now that I might start seeing other people, and are you cool with that? Yeah, okay. There's definitely a business agreement. Imagine how much media attention they're getting from this as well. Come on.
The movie message is naturally says exactly. She is a freak. She keeps a spark in the relationship.
So
Chiz, what's your view on that? Chiz, what's your view on this one?
Boy. Well, I watched his interview, and it was. I'm not even gonna lie. I did cry. I'll openly put it out there. I did bust 2 little tears because it was just. It was painful to listen to because he obviously loves the woman, innit? And I just think, it's a madness. Like all that open relationship, yeah. If that's what you're into, do your thing, innit? But that's where people are just gonna get hurt because you can't be married to someone and say you're committed to them, and then go and have like another full-on relationship with like your son's brethren, innit? Because basically that's what it is. And then when his little heart's broken, yeah, you're gonna be like, oh, well, you knew what it was. I'm in an open relationship. I've got my husband. You was my little thing on the side. You get me? Like it was never ever gonna. I wasn't gonna leave him for you. You can't. So as much as he went into it knowing what it was, he's got a heart in it. So he obviously developed bigger feelings, and I just think it's just all wrong. If you're gonna do that shit, just go and have a fucking threesome before you get married, innit? Or the little group thing, innit? Just get it out of your system because you can't be doing that shit when you're married. It's just gonna cause absolute pandemonium, and people are gonna get hurt, and hearts are gonna get broken. It's all wrong, innit? Like if I did that, got married, and then I have my little thing on the side. My little thing on the side is gonna be upset when I leave. You get me? It's gonna be mad. So,
yeah, but this is why for August you find your own person, whether that's your own woman or your own man. You find your own one. You don't borrow somebody else's because, or like you said, he has a heart. He has feelings. It's natural. Do you know what I mean? It's natural for people to fall in love and have intuition and vibrations. Oh, I like it. Do you know what I mean? So it's natural for that to happen. So you just got to have your own.
Listen, yeah. First of all, yeah. Do you think that Will don't have about 7 side pieces as well? You think he don't have these young girls coming to visit as well? Let's not get it twisted. You think his wife could be banging big August and he ain't got couple Junes and Julys in the room? You lot are taking a mick for it, man. Don't feel sorry for Will. Yeah.
I reckon he started it.
I reckon
we were the one who said it first. I don't feel sorry for no one. Second, yeah. August, I get why he was on it, fam. This is Jada Pinkett. He's looked at Jada Pinkett his whole life, bro. Yeah, she said, yeah, I'll let you hit. As soon as she said that, he said, what? Yeah, I'm taking this opportunity. He took it, he fell in love with her, and he stayed there every day, did whatever she said. You get me? Spotted Will, you get me? Went to the fridge, you get me? Ran to the fridge, went and got the juice.
She took it so.
Yeah, and he had no issues with it, yeah? Only because his heart is telling him, right, this is wrong, I want to marry her, I want her for myself. And every now and then, Will's hitting it, you get me? Same way he's got to watch, the same way Will's got to know that he's hitting it, he's got to know Will's hitting it. And they don't feel the same, you get me? So then, man, they came on the show and poured his heart out. Yeah, I'm not saying he's not broken-hearted, he is broken-hearted, but he gonna be all right, you get me? But my thing is this, the deepest part of the whole interview weren't even the fact that he phoned Jada. That was like a good 10 minutes. Like, you didn't even talk about that for that long. You get me? I think people are just overly dwelling on that, like he was that was the focus of why he was broken-hearted. And then, man, they said, my fucking sister died, my brother died, I'm looking after their kids, I'm raising them, like, I ain't got no one, like, I almost died, like, that was why he was crying, fam. He weren't crying over Jada, fam. That was just something that he had to just get off his chest and thinking, right, you know what? It happened. You get me? I'm not gonna pretend it didn't happen. You get me? Like, my life is, I put my life on the line already. You get me? I might as well just own it. You get me? I don't even think it was that deep, fam. Like, he was a young man who got the woman of his dreams for a little while. You get me? That's how it goes.
He'll definitely be okay because my man's gonna be rolling in it. I mean, he's gonna his life now is status. I know it's not all about that, but it's like when it comes to the actual affair or relationship or whatever little side thing, then he will. Of course, he's gonna get over it. 100%, he's going to get over it. But I just think I
get what you were saying as well when you're saying like, oh, it taught me how to love and that. You get what I'm saying? Because if you get in that experience with like an older woman, especially a young man, and she's buff and she get me, and you feel like she's out of your league, bro, like it will make you appreciate women. It will make you appreciate. You get what I'm saying? So I get where he's coming from in the sense is like, oh, like if I die now, I know that I've felt real love. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a bit of a sucker thing to say, but I get where he was coming from.
Nah,
like, bro, he's been with the best woman he's ever been with. You know what I'm saying? He's like, this is the best like woman I've ever experienced. Like, you get me?
But imagine what he's going to do with her now. He's going to go on to his experience level now. He knows the depths of his own heart. Do you get me? So he's going to go on to love somebody unconditionally. It's going to be beautiful. So if anything, she has taught him a big lesson, and he was able to reflect on his own life. Do you get me? That's the biggest good thing about it. I just think overall, it's just weird though.
It is, yeah, but bad shit happens, that's weird, fam. Yeah, there's bad shit that happens, that's weird. That's just that people get to keep it to themselves. Yeah.
Do you know what? I think, right, I agree 100% with Milan. 110%, right? Check this. Milan really said they really agree that they have an open relationship. So clearly, it's not cheating. Clearly, it's not an affair, innit? If you've got an agreement that you can see, we can both see other people in our relationship, ain't no one done nothing wrong. And secondly, I thought my second point was clearly, because I've got it out of my head, but yeah, it's not cheating. Like, what's the issue? There's no issue, man. Like, I think the only issue is that he said something out in public. At the end of the day, like, it'd be no different. Like, if you think you got swingers, innit? People have swingers parties. I'm not saying I'm going to hit a part of that, but I'm just saying people have swingers parties, or married people might have threesomes. It's no different, really, innit? It's absolutely no different. Just that she's slept with a guy. Forget his age. Him being younger or older doesn't mean anything. People making it a big deal, but it's really not. Yeah, like, it's their agreement. As Ashley said, I'm pretty sure if it's an open relationship, we've also got a few girls on the side as well. It's all good, isn't it? Everyone's happy.
I think he's a snitch, really. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, he's emotional and that, but I think he's a snitch still. You get me? Like, I ain't talking to Tin, fam. Everyone knew the Tin. You're not meant to snitch on it. If you're the side man, you're not meant to snitch on that. You get what I'm saying? You're meant to hold it down, play your position, and you get me? Take it on the chest and the chin. You get me? Like, You get me?
Variety is the spice of life. One thing's for sure is
Yeah, well,
sex game's going to be up there because he's been with an older woman. She's more experienced. The sex game is strong.
Wait. How do you know that's true? Because if you sleep with an older man, women, doesn't mean that he's any more experienced. I'm sure you might have been with an older man who wasn't any better. So who's to say that her experience?
Yeah, but we're talking about Jada Pinkett Smith.
No, she was showing him Wagwan, but we didn't see how he was moving. He said, like, even talking about this is making me shake. Niggas, it's making me shake. You get me, bruv? Yeah, she taught him something different, man. Yeah.
This guy's another level. This guy talking about death. I don't mind dying now and all this nonsense. I think to myself,
exactly.
What?
That means it was more than busting up. He made him. He felt that he lost his mind over him. You get me? Like, he was chilling with kids and that. Like, come on, man.
Let me read some messages.
Taught him something, man. You know she gave him the grade.
Exactly. Let me read some messages. Kaiser Soze says, open relationships is the work of the devil. Fire upon them. No respect, no dignity for themselves. Naturally says, if it was another woman, he would be okay. I think talking about Will. Kaz also says, how would you not take it if your partner asks you for an open relationship? I'm just curious. That's all hope. You don't mind me asking. Okay, right. That's all love. I think it's all love.
I made mine very clear, didn't I? No, nada.
I think I made mine clear as well. I'd say, yo, if you want to do a little group thing before you stick a ring on my finger, then maybe, I don't know. I'm down for that, you get me? That's really funny, you get me? But at the same time, like, when it's time to get serious, it's time to get serious, innit? Now, none of that. I'm not bringing, that's not. Because if you're going to try and, if you're going to try and come to me after you doing a thing, being putting your willy in with someone else's vagina, yeah, I'm going to go and bang another man, yeah, I'm going to go nasty on you, yeah, and I'll come straight home, yeah, to jump on you. That's what I think the open relationship thing comes after like 20 years of marriage and shit. I don't think it's something that people do, like, people get into a relationship like, yeah, listen, obviously I love you, we're going to be together, but I think we should fuck other people sometimes. I don't think no one's going to get into a relationship saying that shit. But I think it's like something that people do after they've been in a marriage for like 20 years and shit. You get me? Obviously, that's why people do the swingers thing. Man can't act like the swingers thing ain't big. People really do that. A lot of people really do that.
Let me ask you a question.
Me, but I'm saying a lot of people really do that. So you can't act like it's a far-fetched thing. It's not.
Ladies, let me ask you a question, right? Because you ladies all were nodding saying, no, you would never do so, right? So let me pose a question to you. I'm sure that most women like Idris Elba. Yeah?
No, I don't.
Don't you like? Tell me what celebrity you like. What celebrity is your...
Childish Gambino. Oh.
Right, Mr. Danny Glover, what his name is, yeah? Donald Glover, sorry.
Donald Glover, yeah.
There we go, forgive me. So, if you're in a marriage now, you and your partner have been together for 5 years, and he said, you know what, babes, Childish Gambino, I'll let you, you know, if he comes along, you can do the thing. He said you wouldn't do it.
Nah, because that's long. Because then I'm going to want him, innit? I'm going to want to leave my man for Childish Gambino. That's long. Do you get me? I'd be like, do you know what? As much as I wanted to and I fantasized about it and everything, nah, because that's long. Because then I'm going to fuck up my whole thing, yeah, for the little one thing.
Fantasy.
Fuck that. This is America. True.
Yeah, but look, all right, cool, boom. What if this happens? It happens, isn't it? Yeah, boom. The sex is dead. Like, it's not happening no more. It's like it's non-existent. You get me? You don't find each other attractive no more. You got business together. You got everything together. You get me? You're happy, like, in terms of your lifestyle together, but the sex is completely dead. Then what?
Well, I'm in tune with my own body, so I know exactly what to do.
Yeah, but there's only so much you can do to yourself. You get what I'm saying? You can't hit yourself in the back.
Yeah, but then end the relationship. End the relationship and move on.
If it's based on sex, you get me, then
but
yeah,
exactly, because like we all said, like we didn't say it today, but I'm sure we've all had the conversation. Relationships are not only based on sex, so every other aspect of the relationship is perfect besides the sex. Then what do you do?
lovehoney.com and Summers, or Arnold, put some
Oh,
porn
this
on
is
in the
what I
background while you're
mean.
doing
God,
it.
this is what I mean. It's called true talk. Tell the truth, man.
But
Let's
this is
tell
what
the
I'm
truth.
saying.
Because
If you
there's
in
only
your
so much you can do
relationship,
to yourself. There's only so much you can do to yourself, innit? Yeah, we're talking
no,
about my
but
man.
I don't mean go onto Love Honey to get stuff to pleasure you. But if your sex is dead and both of you are feeling it, then you should be adult enough to come together and say, do you know what? We've never tried toys in the bedroom, or we've never tried a flavoured lube, or handcuffs, or the bondage thing. Do you know what I mean?
Man just said the sex is dead. Yeah, even when he's toying you, he's not getting no excitement. You're looking at man like, brother, I might as well do this myself. You get me? You get me? Like, all right, let's go play.
Then you need to back a bottle of A and you and just let it happen. I'm joking. No, honestly.
No, but seriously though,
Honestly.
I actually want a serious answer, like in terms of,
for me,
because it can happen and it does happen, and this is probably why the open relationship thing comes into play, because people are no longer sexually compatible, but they're compatible at every other level.
but I just think that if you in a relationship, obviously sex is a part of a relationship, but also there's so many different levels to intimacy in it. Sometimes, like more time, just sometimes not even just about that. So there's so many. If you can't explore other levels of intimacy, because I know a really good friend of mine. She's an older lady. She's in a relationship with her older guy, and they haven't had sex for, I think she was saying, like 7 years, and they still very much, they just work around you. Do you get me? And they've got a different way of looking at intimacy, and that's because they've been together for such a long time, so they know each other, innit? So I think if you're just looking at sex as the intimacy in the relationship, then that's dead.
The relationship's already dead.
Yeah,
but I'm saying though, you see, like in that situation where they both understand like what it is, and that obviously he's older no more. I guarantee he lets her get fucked by somebody. I guarantee, bro. Like, you don't know. It's not your business. It's only their business. Like, he's like, I want my wife to feel pleasure, bro. I can't do it. I'm gonna let someone else. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. Like, this is how this shit happens, bro. Like, you know
but she's very open about like, she's told me she's very open, an open woman, and she said to me there were times within the relationship where she was like, oh my god, like she really was, because she has a high sex drive than him, innit? So she was like, there were so many times where I wanted to just go and he said to her, he even put it to her and said to her, look, if you really want to go and get it, you can go and do that. You get me? But obviously I want to meet the person, because I want to make sure he's a decent person or whatever. And she just said she couldn't do it. When it comes to it, she couldn't do it because all she could think about was her husband. And she actually met the guy, because the husband paid for a hotel for her and the guy and everything. They went out, had a good time and everything. And when it comes to the end of the night and they went back, she said they just sat up all night talking because she just couldn't do it. She said, nah, I just want my husband. She said, all I want is my husband to hug me. I don't even want you to be touching me and that. So it's about level of maturity, really, isn't it?
Let me send messages. Hold on, let me send messages. Kaiser Soldier says, if your woman or man comes to you after 20 years and asks you for an open relationship, they've been cheating on your ass for 20 years. Naturally says cheat. Naturally also says, but what if your partner doesn't want to try them things? You're going to cheat. I think talking about what Milan was saying about going to Love Honey and whatever other shops.
this is what I'm saying. Because obviously everyone wants to sound liberal, yeah, when they're talking, yeah. So no one's gonna be to be on, like, because obviously I'm not gonna say that you would do it like it's a guarantee you would do it, but you would definitely think it, like, because I know for me, if imagine if my girl was saying to me, I don't want you to touch me, like, I just can't, I'm just not on it, like, I do, and she did that to me for 3 years. I love you, but I just don't want to have sex with you. 2 years after what? I'm just gonna look. What do you think? Like, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm so liberal, that I'm so like good, that I'm so honest, that I'm not myself after like a year of my girl telling me she don't want to fuck me. that I'm going to want to try to find the next girl to go home. I'm not going to pretend. You get what I'm saying? Because there's no one that's going to, after years of something, like you are horny, you are still attracted to that person, you still want to have sex with that person telling you I can't. Like, it's not even that, it's not even like I'm no longer sexually attracted to you. I just want to be here with you. Like, if you still have the sex drive, how are you going to cope with that?
What if it's a health problem though? What if she's lost her libido because of a health problem? Because that does happen, doesn't it? You know, certain medication makes you lose your sex drive, your libido. Or what if it was the shoe was on the other foot and it was you that had the health problem and you just couldn't.
That's what I'm saying. But then I'm saying, even if it was me who had the health problem and I couldn't have sex with my girl, I couldn't keep her, fam. I couldn't be like, oh, I'm going to hold on to you and I can't have sex with you and you're a fucking young woman who wants to have sex and is fertile, all these things. It doesn't make sense to me.
So would you stay with her and allow her to be be with other guys?
No, because obviously I'm not one. My ego wouldn't be able to take that. You get me? Sitting next door, my girl getting boned. So my thing would just be like, go do your thing. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna hold on to you, and I can't do what you do. Get me?
No, I'm definitely actually on that one. Like me, I'm not a cheater. I can't. It's not something that I like. It's like to this friend. Like it's not something that I can do. So if either I've lost my libido or sex drive or he's lost his, do you know what I mean? Even though we love each other, we've got businesses together, and aside from the sex, everything else is 100. I've just got to go. Do you know? Or he has to go. Do you know what I mean? We have to separate. I can't. Like, I couldn't sit at home knowing that my day's been perfect, my day's been great, and then he's like, I'll be back in a minute, and he's popping out to go at the end of the road to have a wonderful time, and then come back to get into bed. Like, no, it can't happen. I couldn't. Do you know what I mean? Because now I'm looking at you sideways, like. Do you know what I mean? So although everything else is 100, it's just that time. Do you know what I mean? Like, and if all of that stuff is 100, then surely we can be like friends. Do you know what I mean? So we can still have the businesses together, and there shouldn't be any, what's the word? Animosity? I don't even know what that means. It sounds good. It sounds like it goes with what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Use it in the right context, well done, love.
Yeah. That's what I mean. So there shouldn't be like no animosity, like no bad feelings, because we both understand that although everyone says the relationship is not about sex, and it isn't about sex, but when you're in a relationship for such a long period of time, it's one of the factors. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you're baking a cake. You need the flour, the sugar, the eggs, and the milk, or whatever. If you take one of those things away, your cake's not the same. Do you know what I mean? So you just have to leave it. And if we can be friends, then we can be like friends. We could probably be the best of friends. If we can't, then
it's easy for us because we're young, innit? It's easy for us because we're young, innit? We're at an age where we're like, if it don't work, man can find someone else. What happens when you're like 65 and that? Like,
then I go to the Domino Club and I find myself a little.
You were married for 40 years and that. You get me? Obviously, you don't really love each other. You're one. You get me? But the sex is just gone. You get me? I don't know how old Win and Jada are, but I'm sure they're like 50 something. You get me? I'm sure they've been married for like 20 something years. You get me? So they're just like, look, go get your black back home by a young boy, man. You get me? Will's back ain't got the juice in his back no more, fam. He's just like, go get one of them young boys to sweep you up.
But like you said, Ash, it might not even be the case. It might be the Will's doing his thing anyway, and he's just trying to.
I definitely think that if they say open relationship, innit? So that means that clearly
they're both doing the same thing. Nasty.
Well, Kaza Sose says, animosity, I don't know what it means. LOL, legend. Going to about Miss Milan.
Kaiser knows what animosity
Next topic. Who's ready?
Wait. Before we do the next topic, let me just restart the Instagram because it's due to cut off any moment now.
Okay.
So if you're on the Instagram live, give us, I think, 60 seconds because we need to stop it because it cuts out after 59 minutes. And we've been on for about 59 minutes, I think. So it's about to cut out. So if you're on Instagram live, give us literally 1 minute and we'll be right back, all right? Literally 60 seconds.
Hey, Sticky, I'm not going to lie, yeah, your technicals has been going all right today.
Say nothing.
Don't put it into the universe.
I couldn't take it back after it came
Take
out.
it back.
I couldn't take it back.
Oh,
Take it back. Suck it back in. No.
I already said it, bro. You know, you're taking it. You man, you're taking it.
Rewind. Go.
You're taking it. I said what I said. I said what I said.
Shut up.
Well, thank you, Ashley. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to pick you up, Sticks. You get me? They won't have to take back my compliment.
Poor August. I feel sorry for him. He's probably on James' phone saying, slide through. These are the words of a sergeant.
No, but I probably get where he's coming from, though. Not like in a sucker way, but I get where he's coming from, like, in terms of, like, he don't mind, innit? He's like, brother.
Older women can teach younger men so much.
You lot are saying.
I've been in relationships with guys who've had things with older women and they've told me some things and I'm like, yo, I want to link her myself, do you get me?
Has anyone watched Gotham?
Yes.
Gotham.
Have you seen her in Gotham?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see, when you get an older woman who's super buff and she's out of your league, you're like, raw! Woo!
But,
Well, let alone me.
but
Me?
Definitely have a crush on Jade, didn't he?
Of course he did. Who doesn't though? Who didn't? Man?
I got a fucking crush on her. What do you mean?
Imagine.
I don't think she's that nice.
Imagine he went and sat over her house for dinner, you know, with her son, like just having a crush on this woman, and then he ended up
She was buffer when she was younger. Now she just looks a bit plastic, but
yeah.
Definitely.
I think that's what it is, though, isn't it? You know that you have a crush on certain people when you're younger. As you get older, I think she's matured quite well, to be fair. She has matured quite well. You know, she's what?
Oh yeah, come on.
You know, on the topic, if like your celebrity crush came and then like your partner was like, do you know what? You can go and do him if you want. You see me? Oi, if Chris Brown turned up, my husband, my boo thing, my love of my life, I'll be like, so I've packed my bags already. They're already in the closet because I knew Chris was coming and I've gone. See you later. Hasta la vista.
I don't even think I've got a celebrity crush, bro. I must have, though, but I don't know who it is.
I've had a crush on Chris Brown since, like, yo, run it. Like, when he first come out, it's just, even I was watching his old videos the other day and just curving on him, like.
Wait. Speaking of like people like that of that age, right? Hold on, quick question. I know Chidi touched on this last week with regards to Marcus Houston and his new fiance/wife who is 19.
Oh wow.
Did you guys hear? But I think he's 38. I think 30 something.
But it don't matter, bro. Fuck it, man. It don't matter.
It's what it is. She's over 18.
Nothing no more, man.
Yeah, but they say, but they reckon that he might have been dating her because if she's 19 and they're married now.
Because something that, yeah, she posted literally like the day after her birthday, she posted like, oh, this is my love or something like that. The thing under her picture, the caption under her picture was like, oh, so this was going on before, but you've only made it public because you just turned, okay, cool.
He was banging her when she was 12, mate. Come on.
Oh.
What, but it's possible, bro. Them man are all, listen, remember the industry. See, this is the one thing. Yeah, man, just skipping, man, just jumping new topics. Forget the industry, fam. Yeah, Hollywood, the music industry, all of these things, fam. These people be raping off bare kids, bro. Don't ever get
the music industry, like back in the day,
fam, no, but the thing is,
you would watch a music video, pick a girl, and be like, I want that one.
Yeah, no, we're talking about it. Just
people think it's a conspiracy, bro. People think it's a conspiracy, though. It's not no conspiracy. This shit happened. You get it? And the people say like, no, let's not talk about it. We have to talk about it because it's normal.
No, but it's not this week, innit?
Yeah, I don't think about that. But we have to talk about that eventually.
Yeah, we will, but not this week. Not episode 11. I got headache.
Episode 13, we'll talk about that shit.
Are we on the line? We'll be back.
We're back. We've been back. So the next topic is supporting each other in relationships.
So friendships and relationships. Is friendships / relationships the key? You need
I'm
to
sorry.
read the post.
Wait, what's the topic?
Hang on, wait, hold on. For those on the Instagram live, right? Chidi sent that in our group chat, and in the group chat it says supporting each other in relationships. Now I can take a screenshot of the group chat, and send it to you all, right?
But forget the group chat, yeah. Forget the group chat. Let's talk about the post, the actual main post, what the main post said, because that's all that matters.
Okay, fair enough.
So
I can't see them. Okay, I'm cool. That's what I thought then.
You don't want smoke with Chids there. I don't know why you get me. Let's not start the smoking stuff.
I'm going to see ourselves there with the supporting each other in friendships and relationships. Yeah, you.
Sticky, don't make me stop you up today, because I will do that. I can't.
You know what, Chids?
Wait, did you notice how his voice went high pitched? Like,
See that?
Wait, Chids, you know what? See, earlier on, I was a bit grumpy. I had a little nap. I'm ready now. I'm ready.
That's what I'm saying. Say it with your chest, my brother.
I ain't slept, and that's when I'm fucking ready. I'm ready when I ain't slept, because it's all gonna come up.
When back in school, I'd be like, is it beef? Is it beef, yeah?
Yeah, it's true. I'm going to video call you after this. It's going to be murder after this live. But, okay, so basically what it was, so when I made the post, I thought to myself, hang on a minute, let me change this shit up a little bit, yeah? Because, everyone talks about support in relationships and everything, and support your man, support your woman, and all that. But let's start it off with support from your friends, yeah? Your friends, yeah? So, so when you're doing it, we must have all been at a point in our lives when everyone's got a vision, yeah, and everyone's got goals in life, or just something, whether they're big, whether they're small, they're there, they're existing, isn't it? So when I'm the type of person, when I have goals, or when I'm working towards a goal, or I'm trying to do something, I don't really tell my friends, yeah? And I actually looked at that today, and I thought to myself, but surely, if these people are my friends, surely I should be able to share my ideas and my thoughts and my dreams and my aspirations with them. All right, you can't share everything with everyone, but these are my friends, you get me? People who, and it takes a lot for me to call people my friends, yeah? But then I thought to myself, I don't actually tell them. Why don't I tell them? And then I did, and I thought, because friends don't actually support you, it's your friends who will be the one, a stranger. I saw a post the other day, a stranger on the internet, them people, your Instagram friends, your Facebook friends that you do not know, they're the ones who will support you the most. They will repost your shit. They will message you and say to you, do you know what? You uplifted my day. I got friends, yeah, who so-called friends, they ain't my friends no more because I'm dashing them. They don't even know, but they must know because I've taken my energy away from bare people. But it's like they will watch your shit, yeah, constantly putting up your thing, yeah, looking, talking behind your back to other people. Did you see this? Have you seen what she? But not once have you come to me and said to me, do you know what? I'm proud of what you're doing. Well, it's good what you're doing. I see your vision, or I might not see your vision, I might not understand it, but go you, innit? Just that, like that little bit of encouragement. Like, I don't need encouragement. I'm going to do that shit anyway, innit, regardless. But, like, if I see my friends doing something, yeah, I will big them up. See me, I'll go and write a whole post about them. I'll repost their shit. I will tell everyone, if my friend's doing eyebrows, go to her for your eyebrows. Even if she's shit, yeah, go to her. Support that thing, do you get me? This one's selling clothes. Go buy clothes off her. Go and do this, do you get me? My man started up a food business. Go and buy food off him. I'm that type of person. But I have noticed that a lot of so-called friends do not support their friends' thing. Instead, they will sit back, watch. 99% of the time, they got a lot to say about it, and they don't know nothing about it. Do you get me? And then they get mad when people are saying, like, I got one friend, and she said to me, well, you didn't tell me you was doing this podcast thing, this on Instagram Live and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, why would I tell you though? Because are you really fucking interested? When I come to you and I've attempted to tell you about the stuff that I'm doing, you look at me funny, innit? Like, as if to say, right, I don't know what you're on about or why you're doing that. But then when you're doing your dead shit, yeah, that don't mean nothing, and it's just not even serving a purpose, I'll support that. Do you get me? Whether I've got like a good opinion or a bad opinion on it, I'll still support it because you're my friends, innit? And if it blows, it blows. If it don't, it don't. At least you went out there and you did your thing. But there's not a lot of support from friends, strangers.
I hear that still, but you know what? Someone said, I think it was something like someone who gave me the thought. It was Dexter, that, you know, Dexter Sims. He said something about and he wasn't talking about necessarily what I'm talking about, but he was talking about in terms of customers, yeah. And he was saying about people get upset when their friends don't support their thing, but your friends are your friends because they're your friends. They're not your friends because they're your customers or because they're your viewers or because they're your supporters. To get me, my aim is not to get my friends to be my customers or my supporters. I want my supporters to support me because they support me. I want my customers to buy from me because they buy from me, and I want my friends to be my friends because they're my friends. You get me? And that's why we like get sidetracked on this thing where, bro, you're not supporting. I'm not your fan. I don't follow you for, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, like, my brethren will ring me like, bro, fam, look, I need to pattern on my Instagram. I'm gonna unfollow you. I'm like, cool, my brother. You get me? Like, man, you know, like, when some people will be like, bro, you unfollowed me, fam. Like, well, you don't want to see my thing. Well, it's like, bro, I know you in real life. I just want my numbers to look good. Like, I should be able to take you from my numbers and not take you out of my real life. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and
And
that's
this
like
is where we get the thing a bit twisted, and we expect automatically our friends and family to become our supporters and followers and customers when that's not their role. You know
not necessarily. That's not necessarily what I'm saying. But where I'm going with it is it's when they're all right. Fair enough. You don't want to support my thing. Fair enough. You don't want to see me do my thing or whatever, and that's cool because you know me in real life, innit? You know who I am, and you get it live and direct when you're in my face. But the thing, where I'm going with it is when they talk about you and they know so much about your shit, yeah, and they chat you and it becomes negative, yeah, but then they've never not once come to you and said, like with me, like my situation is with female friends, isn't it? Like my male friends, they always support whatever I'm doing. They show me love, whether it's online or offline. It doesn't matter. You get me? They'll phone me and say to me, you know what, shit, like I'm calling you for this bit of advice because I know you can give me the answer. I know you're gonna have empathy for me. You get me? But you know, females, yeah, my female friends, oh my God, they are bitches. They will talk the most, like, obviously, throughout, like my whole journey, from losing weight to everything. Maddest thing, yeah, somebody I've known, they've known me, so we've known each other from small, yeah. Imagine, like, she went and said to somebody, yeah, do you know what? Because somebody said to her, oh, how did you lose all the weight then? And she was like, yeah, she was sniffing, innit? She was sniffing. That's how she lost all her weight. And because she's known me, like, all my life, she known me before I was even a thought, yeah? People believe her, innit? Like, I don't give a fuck what people think at the end of the day, because I know I lost my weight, innit? I was fucking tired, but you get me? But it's like, it's when they do shit like that. Because she didn't know the answer, because I don't tell people what I'm doing, I just do it, innit? And then I'll show you you'll see the results in front of you, like, whatever I'm doing. But because she didn't know the answer, she told them that I was sniffing drugs.
It all boils down to jealousy, and women are very, very competitive, and that's the sad thing about it, whether they're friends or not. And I think something that we find as well is when you're at rock bottom, your friends are there for you.
They love it.
They thrive on the drama, and they thrive on seeing you at an all-time low. But when you're on your way up and you're doing well, they just can't cope with it. They don't understand. They're scared. They're going to lose you as a friend. You're going to outgrow them. They're not going to have that go-to anymore, you know. And like, who does she think she is? Oh, she thinks she's something else now because she's doing so well. And it's all about insecurity, jealousy, competition, and it is sad. It's really, really sad. But I tell you what, that's when you really realise who your friends are, and it's not always the ones that have been there for the longest. It could be somebody, like you said, that you've only known for a short while, and they're the ones that show you that they're on the same frequency as you, vibrating the same as you, like you said earlier, and they're the ones that'll be lifelong friends in the end.
It is. It's about vibing. You attract your vibe tribes. You get me, whether it's online, whether it's offline. But unfortunately, we live in a generation where everything is online these days. You get me. But I found my online life. Oh my God, there's some beautiful people, but people will see certain things and they just won't like it because it's you.
True. I've noticed in terms of support, I feel like support the most support I've had is from people that I've probably just met, or people that I haven't known for long, or people that I wouldn't necessarily expect to support me so much. You get what I'm saying? But like people have said to me, like, well, what, you upset because I don't view your come in and watch your thing or whatever? I'm like, no, I would never be upset about that. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously it's not for you. You get what I'm trying to say? It's for people that are interested in it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I wouldn't want someone to just watch it just because they know me, or just get involved just because they know me and they don't actually bring any value or add anything to it. It doesn't make any sense to me. You get what I'm saying? Because like I saw someone the other day and they was like, oh, I see you doing your little thing. And obviously, when he said it to me, I didn't take offense to it. But I made it clear, like, right, see, this is why I don't talk to man about it, because in your mind, straight away, instead of saying I see you doing your thing, you're going to say I see you doing your little thing, because in your mind, anything that I'm doing to you is small. So that means I don't really want you to come and pay attention. You get what I'm saying? But you're still my nigga, though. You get what I'm trying to say? But because it's small to you, I don't really want I don't want you to come and put your vibe on it, because to you it's nothing. So you get what I'm saying? So I prefer people that think it's something.
That person's not going to raise your vibration. They're not going to, because they're coming in with half-assed energy. You get me? They don't really believe in you. They don't really rate you for it.
But instead of looking at it in a negative way, I look at it like it's not for you. You get what I'm saying? Instead of like,
they're not meant to be there.
Yeah. Guys, let me read some of these messages quickly. So Artist Substance says, even if she's shit, I'm done. I've been talking about what Chidi said in terms of recommending a friend. Law06 says, I've learned business is business, even when it comes to friends and family. Substance also says, some friends have connections that can help their other friends, but choose not to. Law06 says, yeah, I hear that, cuz, but a simple repost, no, doesn't cost anything. Artist Substance says, yes, because when the ting blows, they are going to benefit, so why not support when you can? Artist Substance says, sniffing, talking about, I think, how Chidi lost weight. Chidi, I didn't know that about you. I didn't know you were sniffing. It's a revelation.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. And Substance says, yes, Nadia. Also says, bad mind. Law06 says 100. I'm not sure to what comment I was, I think to Ashley's. And Artist Substance says, they always belittle your plans. Going back to what Ashley was saying as well. Milan, what's your views on this one?
Hi. For me, and on a personal thing, like, I'm not doing nothing. I'll go to work and I'll come home. But like, if you're asking me to support you, huh?
That's still a big thing. You're still doing a good thing. Do you get me?
Yeah, I suppose. It's life, isn't it? It's every day. But for me to support something that my friend is doing, and this may sound bad, but this is just me, innit? This is my opinion. I've got to be interested at least like 20% in what you're doing. Like, people send me songs all the time and they're like, can you repost this? Why am I reposting it if I haven't even listened to it? If I've listened to like the first 30 seconds and I'm thinking, well, I wouldn't even listen to, do you know what I mean? Like, if that's your song and you think the song's amazing, I'm never going to tell you that it's not. But I just won't be, because it's not something that I'm into. I'm not going to listen to it, and you're just chatting on a beat. Do you know what I mean? Or if it's like a food thing. If I've tasted your cooking and I'm like, but if you want to go and open a restaurant, or if you want to now sell food from your kitchen, then okay, but I'm not going to repost it, because no one can then come back to me and be like, oh, well, you was reposting this, I went and tried their food and their food is, you know what I mean? Like, if you tried it, you tried it. If you didn't, you didn't. It is what it is. But I'm still going to be your friend, and I will support you in the way where I will give you criticism to help you, not in like a rude way or like a malicious way, but I will give you criticism, and I will also find the good points in what you're doing and tell you, like, well done, keep pushing, don't let anyone tell you this, and do you know what I mean? Like, I will be that supportive like friend. I'm not going to support you by posting you all over my Instagram and all over my Snapchat and my WhatsApp. I will be there for you as a friend, and if you want help, I will like help you. But when it comes to posting online, there's not even a word. It's just that, to be honest.
Do you know what? I'll tell you my views on this one, right? I think I realised I'm a bit guilty, going back to what Chidi was saying at the beginning. I feel a bit guilty at times, because you think like social media, and I think someone put it in the messages, to post something is free, it doesn't cost anything. And I think we are probably all guilty at not doing as much as we could do. Well, in fact, I say all with the exception of Chidi, because I see what Chidi does a lot of times on social media, but I'm just as guilty, and I've only realised recently how guilty I am, that you see friends and family doing stuff, even if you don't like it. Like, I know Milan said, I don't like the song, it's fair enough, but at the end of the day, that's your friend. And yes, giving them criticism is always it's a good thing, because you're going to be constructive. That's, no one can say anything about it. That's always a positive thing. But again, just to repost it on social media doesn't cost anything. If one person,
yeah, but then what if I repost it? Say you did a song, you asked me to post it. Say I could post it up now, and then, you know, even in a few hours or like a few days, you're like, oh, what did you think? I didn't even listen to it. You've told me to repost it, so I've literally copied and pasted it and I've put it in my story, because I don't care about it. Do you know what I mean? I can't put my energy into something that I don't care about. So,
no, but here's the thing though. So using that example, by doing so, by putting out your friend's song or putting my song into your story or post or what have you, hasn't cost anything, hasn't done anything to you. You just copied and pasted it, posted it, it's done. Whether you like it or not, you might have 100 followers. Only one follower might like the song, but that's one more person that my song has been played to that likes it. The other 99 people might not like it, but that's going to happen, isn't it? And it doesn't matter what context. I know we're using music as an example. That could be food, it could be anything, nails, hair, whatever it may be, a product that consumers going to need. There'll be someone who likes it and someone who doesn't. And again, it doesn't cost a damn thing to do so. Not saying you got to walk up and down Oxford Street giving out leaflets and stuff. What you got to do is sit in while you're on the toilet. While you're on the toilet, you're doing number 2, you ain't going nowhere. Literally copy, paste, yeah, post, done.
while I'm on a number 2, I'm playing Candy Crush. I ain't got time to post your song.
And you know, another thing is like with, you know, like at the end, another thing, I'll say it, this goes out to like artist substance, yeah? Big up artist substance, because like a lot of people will sit there, yeah, and they'll be like, oh, I ain't really got time to, or I'm not really interested in it. But people will repost stuff and be all under in the comments of celebrities, people who don't even need that, like people who don't even need that little boost, yeah, because they're already boosted, they're already up there, yeah. People, like, I see it so much, like when you see on celebrities' Instagram, you see your friends all in the comments, and you're like, oh my god, you're looking at us and supporting somebody who doesn't even, you're not even a thought in their head. They don't even know you, they don't even give a fuck about you, do you get me? But you've taken that time out to repost their shit and whatever, you know. Like, see me, I don't give a fuck, I did it today. My bedroom, and he did a song and everything. I wasn't even in the mood, I was in the worst mood today, but I listened to the song, I heard the first like few seconds of it, the tune's banging. I'm going to post it tomorrow actually, banging tune. And I did a little video on my story, to get me, tagged him and everything, and then somebody who is more established or whatever, I did the same thing because the tune's banging, do you get me? And he messaged me back And he was like, oh, thank you so much, you get me? So sometimes you don't know how grateful that person is going to be just from you doing that. Like them two people, somebody who's already established, who I didn't even expect to message me back. Do you get me? He still messaged me back and he said, nah, because there's people like you, yeah, who are that's rated because I feel that it was genuine. And then my friend who's like an up-and-coming artist, he was like, kids, you don't know what that meant to me. Do you get me? Nobody's been posted nothing. Nobody's actually beat the tune for what it is. You did. Because I felt the energy from it. Do you get me? So you don't know what you're doing. You're raising their vibration. And do you know in turn, this is where people need energy. Because you know when you're raising the vibration of others, what you think you're doing for yourself, you're raising your own vibration. So when human beings learn this is when we'll evolve, and this is when we'll become better people. We'll become a better race.
I think that's a fact, yeah. Because I definitely try to support my people that I think about, get me, and people that are close to me, and I see them doing their thing. I can show a little bit of love. But the truth of the matter is, yeah, if people admit it or not, yeah, there's a more than like there's bare people might know that do things, yeah. And let's say there's bare people we know that do different things, and there's some things that don't resonate with us. There's not every single person that you know that does something that you post their shit. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you don't think about it. You're not thinking about that. You're not thinking. You're gonna post what comes to your head. Like you're gonna post what catches your eye. You're gonna post what you're attracted to. You're gonna post what you're interested in. You're gonna post the people that you think about naturally. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not every single person. Because I got like maybe like 50 brethren, yeah, 50 man I know that do music, yeah. Some of their tunes I'm not like, some men I'm not thinking of posting it. You know what I'm saying? Every bare man might be like, actually don't post my music, but I don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's 50 man that would expect me to remember them and tell me to post their music. You know what I'm saying? And the truth is, like, every single person I know that does music or does this, they don't post everyone. You post the music that you like or music that resonates with you. For me, some things.
Yeah, but that's not. That's not what. Like,
some
I'm
things
not
man
saying
can't post. Some things man can't post. You get me? Even if it's my brethren, man might like it. But
yeah,
there's other
good,
reasons man
but
can't post.
that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't hurt sometimes to just it's okay. It's different if it depends on the reasoning behind it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, one of my friends, she posted them, like, she's going through this whole self-love thing, and I love that. Do you get me? I rate it highly. But she posted a picture that I just thought was really inappropriate. She's got children, and I just didn't think that she should be posting that online because she just made herself look different. But as a friend, I messaged her and I said to her, get it offline now. Do you get me? Get it off, because you got a son, you got 2 daughters, you need to fix up yourself. You cannot be posting that online. And then she rang me crying because she said to me, it's like people are not seeing me in my journey. So I thought if I put that out there, maybe it'll get me noticed. I said, yeah, but it's got you noticed, it works, but you're being noticed for the wrong things now. Do you get me? So that's where you have to look at that, and you have to really dig deep within yourself and really learn about self-love. Do you get me? And it went to a whole nother conversation. So it does depend. You might not agree with like, you know, some of the things, so that's understandable. But then at the same time, what about the other people? Do you get me? They're trying their hardest and they're pushing and they're doing something that you might not fully agree with. You might not like their music or whatever. Do you get me? And I'm talking about the content now, not them as a person or how they're presenting themselves. But the song, it don't take 2 minutes, yeah? Put on the song, actually listen to it. Even if you think it's shit at the end of the 5 minutes, yeah? At least you've shown your support by actually listening to it and actually taking on board what they're trying to do.
If we're talking about being friends, I think that goes without saying. I think you should lift each other up anyway, regardless. Like you said, Chid, as well, you need to be honest with your friends, and you should feel like you can be honest with your friends and tell them if you think they're making bad choices as well, you know, mistakes. But I mean, in general, I think we're quite similar in this sense. We're all for uplifting others, following their dreams. Like, for example, we're talking about food. So recently, I purchased some food from somebody that I knew because I knew that she worked really hard to get where she is. There's been mixed reviews about the food. So there's people saying it's not that good, it's not that bad. And I still went out of my way to go and order the food to show my love, show my support. It wasn't the best. You know, there was some good, there was some bad. But it's about supporting each other, isn't it? It's about showing love and, you know, just taking a little bit of time out just to be a good person and just support their dream. It doesn't necessarily mean that you know, I didn't put a post up and big up the food and be false, but I did go out of my way to support her business. Do you know what I mean? But if that was one of my friends,
no, but this is what I mean though. Just because I'm not posting you, like my friends will know. Just because I'm not posting you doesn't mean I'm not supporting you. Do you know what I mean? I'm there to tell you, like I said, to give good criticism and bad criticism. And when you're having a down day, or if you need help with something, or if you think like, oh my God, I've got all these orders, and you come to me and you're like, I don't think I can do it. Even if you're not asking me for help, I'll be like, well, do you want some help? I'm not asking you to pay me or nothing, but do you want me to help you put, you know, eyelashes in a bag or stick a sticker on something so it has your label on it? Do you know what I mean? So just because I'm not posting you, it doesn't mean I don't support your thing. I just don't want to, I just don't want to post you up. You don't pay my phone bill. You don't own my Instagram account. You can't tell me what I can and can't post. I get what you're saying, you know, it only takes a couple of minutes, put it up and it's done. It hasn't taken no time out of your day, but I will just support you in a different way. I'm not really a type of person to post people's stuff, because there will always be, say you've got 5 friends who all are doing something. If you forget to post one, now one person will have a cry about it and be like, oh, you didn't post me, but you're posting this person and blah, blah, blah. I ain't got time for it. So I'm going to just show you like my support as a friend. And if you know me, then you know that's how I am. So that no one can cry here. No one can say I didn't do this and I didn't do that, because I will help all of you exactly the same. Do you know what I mean?
I just
can't forget no one.
It's about level of maturity though, isn't it? It's about how grown you are. If I see my friend posting another friend, I ain't really gonna feel no way about it. But then I think that's just my age. I don't really give a fuck for those things. But I just think if you can see somebody, if I really see somebody pushing and they really, really trying, I will boost. That's just me. It's just
I think that's you're just that kind of person. But you know, I think to expect that from a friend. I think that, because obviously different people do different things, isn't it? Yeah. There's certain things I would expect from you that I wouldn't expect from Milan. There's certain things that I would expect from Milan that I wouldn't expect from Nadia. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's just about expectation, because
definitely.
just to have everyone under a bracket. Yeah, you're my friend, so therefore I expect you to do this for me. Don't make no sense, because it don't actually go like that. Because I've done bare stuff, bro. I've done bare events. I've done bare things, and bare my friends didn't even come once. They didn't even know that man was doing it. I ain't upset about that, bro. Man can't be upset. Come and learn that that's how it goes. When you do things, and you do things for real, you cut that. There's only certain people are going to be interested in what you're doing.
Yeah,
you can't expect every single person that you know to care about what you're doing. That's unfair expectations for the world, bro. Like, only people that actually care. You get what I'm saying? Like, people that are interested in music or seeing live music would have came to man's open mics and would have enjoyed it, man. Or people that wanted to rap would have came and performed. Do you get what I'm saying? People that like fashion, or people that enjoy seeing fashion shows, or enjoy seeing certain things would have came. You get me? It doesn't matter who's there. Man had Stormzy at shows, Big Nasty, all these things. Certain man still never came, because that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I think
I'm not upset about it. You get me? So man, learn that your friends are not your fans, bro. When people that I don't know come to the event and they're the ones who are packing it out, I'm more happy, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I think it's gone. Yeah, I didn't mean for it to go that deep. It's not
it's not like, come on, like your friends don't have to. It's not their duty. It's not their duty to be your fan, or to leave a comment, or you get me. I prefer if someone I don't know messages me and says, bro, like, thank you for that message today. Like, you get me, because then I know that they actually meant it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have to do it, and it resonated. You get me? When it's real and it's authentic, it means more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. I didn't mean for it to go that far with the, like, about the online shit and all that. I was just kind of touching on that, but everyone took it pure deep. But what I'm talking, like, the point that I was kind of trying to make, yeah, is just like, in life, yeah, we have people that we call friends, people who we think we can call on, yeah. And like, I've always had this, so I've got friends, and whenever they got problems or whatever, they'll come to me and they'll tell me everything, and I would give them my guidance, give them the support, the love. But I know in my heart of hearts, yeah, I'm a person, I don't tell people my problems, don't tell people my issues, because I know that you don't give to, I don't give to receive, yeah? But I just want to know that as a friend, I should be able to come and talk to you. I should be able to come and, do you get me? I'm not looking for your sympathy or everything. Sometimes just a little chat, yeah? Or you just get it off my chest. And it makes things, the problem changes, the problem half, isn't it? But I know I am very limited, yeah, on the amount of friends that I can do that with, because guaranteed you'll start talking about it, they'll flip it on them, and it becomes about them, and they're not actually listening to what you're saying. Do you get me? They're not really trying to, I'm not asking for people to take on my situation, but just support me in it and show that love and show a bit of empathy. But I think a lot of friendships lack that. Do you get me? They lack it. It lacks it these days.
So, Chids, before I want to challenge something, right? But I want to read some messages quickly. I know you mentioned artist substance, and she actually responded that she said, big up you, Chidi. And she also said, tell them it's embarrassing. Sometimes just be a blessing. And some songs you might not like straight away. That one song you might not like can cause the person to prosper, which is a good point. She also says, Archie, bless you, friend. Other friends would have just laughed and judged her. I was talking about when you were talking about your friend who posts something on their social media. And she also laughs at Nadia in terms of whatever Nadia was saying was funny. So it depends on the relationship for real, true, Ashley. And she says, yes, Chili. Now I want to challenge Nadia and Milan, if I may, right? On something that they said before. So they're talking about supporting their friends, making food and stuff, food businesses. Now, I think how they were supporting was excellent. I'm not taking anything away from how they supported their friends. You've gone there, you've become a consumer, you've spent your good, hard-earned money to purchase from your friends. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. I think that's excellent. There's no if, no buts on babies. My only challenge, I suppose, is where you spent £10, it's great. But if you'd have posted it on your social media, for example, there might have been 3 other people who might have gone to it and spent £30. You see what I mean? So although it's, and again, I'm not taking anything away from what you've done, because in some sense you can say there's nothing more you could really do. But I think challenging ourselves, again, we spent our £10, but, and again, I'm just as guilty. I'm not saying just you. I say it to myself as well. I'm just as guilty. I've been a consumer, but not actually reposted it. And again, I've spent £10, but if 3 more people went, that's £30 extra they'd have made just for me whilst I'm sitting on my toilet, going nowhere. A little post that takes 45 seconds, maybe a minute. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's maybe challenging those ideas, I suppose.
Can I answer that then? So the person that I ordered food from, I wouldn't say is a close friend of mine at all. Is not a close friend, just somebody that I've known growing up. And, you know, I just support local businesses anyway, because I think it's important to do that. But I did put a post up stating that I enjoyed some of the foods, not all of the foods, because you have to be honest. But obviously, you know, you need to, you know, so like I completely agree with what you're saying, Sticks. You know, I spent quite a lot of money actually, because there was a few of us, you know, we all chipped in together and we ordered a big range of dishes just to try out, you know, the food, to see which ones we like. And I was completely honest. I just said, you know, there were this that I liked, that I liked, but I didn't say that I liked everything, because I mean, people have got different opinions anyway. You know, people's taste buds are different. I mean, I cook and I regard myself as quite a good cook. My friends are also really good cooks as well. So we're probably the worst critics anyway. But I agree with what you're saying. I think honesty is always the best policy. Like Milan said as well, you know, she feels like she's being a little bit of a hypocrite if she goes and shares something when she doesn't actually think it's a good thing. But I am all for supporting local businesses, local artists, because the struggle's real, it's hard out there. Like Chidi said, you know, these A-list celebrities, you know, they're already up there. It is people like us, it is the people that need to support, follow, promote the local people that are on their way up. So, but I still think, you know, honesty is the best policy. I don't like being fake. If I'm honest, and I thought a song was really not that good, I don't think I could be fake to share it. Or, you know, if the food wasn't that good, I don't think I would be raving about, because it just makes me look bad then as well. Like you said, if, like you just said, Sticks, if the food wasn't all that good, it's going to look bad on me as well to say, oh, this food's great, and then somebody's going to spend their money and it's not that great, you know.
I agree. Do you know what? In fact, that's a really good point, because it's about credibility, right? And you have to be credible for people to want to take your views, take your opinion seriously. If you keep telling everyone something's great and it's crap, then if you tell me something's great again, I'm not going to believe you. No difference if I go to a restaurant. If I go to a restaurant and I ask someone, what do you think of this dish? I'm not asking for them to tell me it's great. I'm just asking you to tell me what you think. If you don't think it's nice, tell me. I don't think it's nice. I prefer the other dish. I would tend to look at the other dish. I'm like, okay, you said the other one. I'm going to check the other one out. Yeah, and I agree with your point in terms of credibility. And I would probably just say, yes, you're right. If you do find, but then if we do find something that's good, like you said, you guys bought a lot of food from this particular place.
The other thing is, a real friend.
You liked, though, isn't it? You say, like, I really, really liked, I recommended the chicken, for example. You ain't got to say you don't like the beef. Just say to them, I recommend the chicken. I had the chicken, it was really, really good. I recommend that. And when they say to you, come back to you and say, I had the beef, you say, I didn't tell you to have the beef, did I? I told you to have the chicken. You know what I mean? That way you're still credible.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, like Chidi said earlier on, you know, a real friend will be honest with you, and they'll tell you about your, you know, the good points and the bad points. And I have got so much respect for, I've got friends that I class as family. One of my really good friends that I regard as a sister will not always be that honest with me and tell me, you know, so Chidi, what I love about Chidi is that she will tell you exactly how it is. If you've done something bad, she'll say to you, look, I don't agree with it. I think it's important to have friends like that, because they are genuinely good friends by being honest with you, because they're protecting you in a way.
I just think we just need, going back to what I said earlier on, as human beings, the human race is shit in regards to so many things. You get me? Because if we just changed our mindset and changed the way that we are and things we do, listen, if you have one person, my goal in life, yeah, and everything that I do it, it comes from my heart, innit? So I don't wake up with the mindset of, yeah, I'm gonna get bare likes today, or I'm gonna post this so I can get bare likes. I post, yeah, in a way that if I help one person on this planet, then I'm winning, then I've done my job, and I fulfilled my sole purpose. And it just, you get me, it raises my vibration, and it makes me feel good knowing that, because you don't know what you could be doing for that person. That's what I always say, and that's what I always go back to. That, do you know what? And I always find it's the most confident people, yeah, are the most broken. You trust me, like, you know, certain people, like on my Instagram, you look at their Instagram and think, oh my God, that she's on it. You get me? She's 5 minutes, yeah, after she posted, she's in my inbox crying. You get me? Can you speak? Because I'm broken, innit? So you don't know the mindset. This is why I always say to people, social media is not real. Do you get me? Everything you see, from the filters to the editing to the bullshit, do you get me? Like, that's why I posted today. 1 million likes, yeah, ain't worth shit if you don't like yourself. And a lot of these people, unfortunately, don't like themselves. They don't love themselves. It's heartbreaking. So sometimes I'll post something, yeah, with that person in mind. And if it's a thing where I feel like they're not actually deep in what I say, yeah, but when I actually say it to them, so I'm wasting my energy, I will put it in a post, because I know they're watching me that hard, isn't it? So then they will read it and they will be like, oh my God, that was for me. and it's really, really helped me. Do you get me? So you just don't know what you're doing for people when you repost their stuff, when you help them, when you ask them about it, message them and say, how are you doing? Is everything going okay? I saw a little bit of what you're doing. Are you okay? You get me? Like, you don't know what's behind that post or what their story is. So I just think we just need to be more mindful as human beings in supporting our friends, family, partners, uplifting your partner, all those things. I'm just all for it. But a lot of people are not. And that's why I don't like human beings. And that's why they disturb my balance on a daily basis.
I like that. Artist Substance says, rather hurt by truth than killed with a lie. I think going back to what Nadia was saying earlier about the food. Ash, what's your views? I know Ash has been pretty quiet. I know Ash is a man with lots of views and opinions. I think Ash is dozing off there as well.
No, I already said what I think. I think that you shouldn't expect everyone to be the same. Some people are supporting people. No. I think that your friends on it, man. I think your friends ain't your customers again. And if I can't, like, because it puts people in an awkward position if you make them feel like I'm not gonna be your friend if you don't support me. Because if that was the case, then I would not talk to bare people, and it just don't make sense again. I don't what's my life, what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, a couple of my aunties have come and watch the podcast. I wouldn't expect every single one of them to upload Instagram and come and flip and watch it. And I wouldn't be upset with them if they didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's bare people that are like, oh, Ash, how do I watch your thing? Like, I'm not going to be like, because you haven't gone out of your way to create an Instagram and come and watch. It's beef now, you get me? Don't talk to me no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think I get what everyone's saying, because to support your friends and support people is light work. And people know that I would always try to support when I can. Yeah. But I just think it's a mad mentality to have if you think like that, because you're going to find yourself getting upset about a lot of shit, because it doesn't happen often. People don't support, because like even if we're using Instagram as an example, you may have 100 followers, but you're gonna get 10 likes. You know what I'm saying? And it just shows that that's how the world works. Right? So I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's okay. I'm not saying that's good. But I'm saying if you know like that's how it is, there's no point like trying to fight against it. It's like swimming against the tide. You get me?
Yeah. It's not about like expectation. That's not what I'm talking about. Because if we all lived on expectation, it would be very fucking disappointing, wouldn't we? So it's not about expectation. I'm just talking about human beings as who we are. Sometimes look into yourself, innit? And you like, I'm gonna go back and say it again. Don't know what you're doing for that person. Yeah, that person could post a video looking all confident and be really sure about what they're saying, but sometimes they're not. Do you get me? And it's about being that support system, not even just online. I'm not talking take the online aspect away from it, innit? Because I could go and post a very fucking inspirational post this morning. That shit ain't for me. I don't feel that way, but I'm doing it just because I'm an empath and I know that it's going to help somebody or uplift somebody. But you know, it doesn't hurt to, you know, message your friends and say, oh well, how are you? Don't just hit your friends up when you actually need something. Don't make everything about you. This is where human beings let ego drive their whole existence, isn't it? It doesn't take anything, because you could come and ask me, how are you two? Do you get me? Like, fuck my post that I posted this morning. How are you two? Are you okay? Imagine I come and said to you, nah, I'm not, you know, I'm breaking inside, I'm broken. And you didn't know that because you didn't even try to find that out. So I just think it's about like support on a whole. Support is a very, very big word. And I just think human beings don't support each other the way I think over time, as we've so-called evolved, we've evolved.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's true, man. I think supportive people support. Supportive people support. You get me?
Yeah,
like,
that's
can't say that.
Support, because
the only reason why you can say that, yeah, is if you have an expectation that people who
No,
are not
it's not.
supportive.
It's not about expectation.
If you have a,
It's
if you
about
have
you
a,
looking at yourself
if
as
you
a
have a,
person. Do you know what I mean?
if you have an expectation that people who are not supportive should support you, yeah, that's the only way you would feel like.
Nah, you're not getting what I'm
Support-
I
saying.
think it's about you as a person,
not
though,
getting what I'm
because
saying.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying there is people out there that support, and that is because they are supportive. Some people don't do that because that's not their minute. Some people don't even support like their kids, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're acting like
You're taking it to the next level. You're just
some people
taking
don't
it
even
out of
support their
context.
no,
kids.
but I
bruv.
get what
Like,
Ashley's
you get what I
saying.
mean?
Like,
You're not getting it.
Like,
You're not thinking
I
it on
do
it.
get it. You're not getting what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't think that people are not like that. You're saying human beings. You're talking about people as a whole and saying that the human race is no longer like that. I'm saying no, that's not true.
It's
Because
not.
there's supportive people, but you said that a minute ago. That human beings. You're saying human beings are like that. But I'm saying it's not necessarily the case. It's only when we're looking at it from the perspective of people that are like, we're looking at the people that are not like that rather than looking at the people that are like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're not saying that no one supports. Do you get what I'm saying? We're just
No,
saying
that's
that
what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. Not
There's
at
a
all.
minority. There's a minority of people.
It is a minority, definitely, and it's
Yeah.
where it used to be a majority. What I'm saying is, as human beings, we have definitely lowered our vibrations. We're driven by ego.
But I blame social media. I blame social media and the celebrity culture, and that's what damages people's perception of things. Because we're all living up to this high expectation of a way we should look, the money we should be earning, the lifestyle we should be living. But bottom line is, if you've got a true friend that supports you on your journey, whatever it may be, it doesn't have to be fancy. It could be just supporting you on a bad day, like you said, Chid, then you hold on to those friends dearly, because they're very far and few to come. Right.
Guys, let me read some of the messages, all right? So Laws06 says, no, you can't expect everyone to support you. But it's just funny when you've noticed no acknowledgement from before, then all of a sudden they know all about what you do and what a free service. Artist Substance agrees, and Laws06 also says, because they're your friend, but it's a free service to spread the world to help me get to where I need to be. Substance says, I don't have heavy expectations period anymore, but I take mental notes. People can be selective, supportive though. Milan, I know you've been very quiet on this one. What's your views on this?
for me, I get what Ashley's saying, because if you take supporting people's businesses out of it and just supporting people like in general. So yesterday on my Snap, although I have Snap, a lot of the time I tap through, even like my bestest of friends, my mum, I just tap through because I just look up bothered. But if something catches my eye, I'll go back and then I'll watch it. Do you know what I mean? So one of my friends so we don't talk all the time. I've known her from college, but you know, if there's a birthday going on, like we're there. If it's her kid's birthday, so like my kid's birthday, like we're there. So she posted up a post, literally like a black screen, and it said something across it, and I just got, it wasn't even stand out-ish, but I just got a feeling from it. So I've messaged her on Snap, and I was like, oh, like, you know, hi, like, are you alright? I was like, I know we don't talk often, but I can just feel that something is wrong. And she literally sent the longest paragraph, voice like noted me, then called me and was that literally broke down. And I was like, just because we don't talk all the time, don't think that I don't see if you're sad, or do you know what I mean, you're angry or you're hurting, or don't like wait on me to ask you if you're okay. But she was like, because of how our friendship is, she didn't feel like she could come to me and tell me personal things, like not because I'm going to go and chat her business, but because we don't talk all the time and every day. She just didn't see me as understanding where she was coming from and why she was in this like place. So I literally said to her, I was like, you know, even if you do not want to talk to me about your problems, but you just want to call someone to chat shit, if you want to talk about the weather, what kind of socks you're wearing, what you've had for breakfast, just message me. Like, don't ever think that, because sometimes there are times when I will be posting, and then all of a sudden I'll go dead. but that's just because I'm busy in my life. But I will always make time for anybody who needs my help, whether I've known you for a long time, like a short period of time, whether I talk to you on an everyday basis or I don't. Like, I've got friends who I haven't seen since like their birthday last year, but believe when it's their birthday this year, I'll still be there. Like, do you know what I mean? We don't have to talk every day, but if they needed me or they wanted me for something, or they wanted my support in their life other than in business, they know that they can come to me and ask me. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just that type of person. So that's why I get where Ashley's coming from. I feel I'm a supportive person, and it goes back to the beginning when we was talking about like all the vibrations and intuition and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if I can help, I'll help you. Do you know what I mean? Because why not? Like, and it's like what Tiddy said as well. I don't help people because I want to receive something back, or I want people to be like Milan's that go-to. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, I help you because I genuinely want to help you. Like, if you don't want my help, then, you know, don't ask me. But it just is what it is. Do you know what I mean? I will be supportive in anything that people are doing, whether it's supportive with their kids or their like work life, in their relationship life, business life, if I like what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I'm just that person. That's just me. I'm a supportive person.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Guys, before I forget, almost forget, I said we are almost up to the 2-hour mark. So might be times I think we should have some maybe final thoughts on this. What do you reckon? Start off with you, Chids. Final thoughts?
Boy, I've got nothing to say. Ask me next week.
Mr. Ashley, Mr. Truuu Talk himself, any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think that it's good to support your people, man. Support your friends as much as you can. You get me? But for your own inner self, just know that just because people don't expect people to support you, and keep going regardless of who supports you. You know what I'm saying? The people support you doesn't make your team more valuable or less valuable. Just push regardless, and you get me? Be supportive to your people and hope for the same, but don't necessarily expect it or be upset if it doesn't happen.
Welsh Princess, what's your final thoughts?
I would like to just sort of recap the whole podcast conversation. So I would just say, be careful who you surround yourself with or by. Protect your energy, trust your guts, trust your instincts. Choose your friends wisely. It might take time for you to realize who the real ones are, but when you do hold on, when you do find the real ones, make sure you hold on to them because they're like gold dust.
Okay, are you going to have any final thoughts on Jada Pinkett Smith and August Alsina as well?
Dirty yet. No, I'm on one, baby. No, I would say don't be greedy. I just think each to their own, and I just think whatever tickles your fancy is the saying. But I just think if you say those vows and commit to somebody, you know,
Too many dicks blow your vagina anyway, so.
What's that?
Too mmany dicks blow your vagina.
Exactly. You know, I don't want to be taking a trip down the clinic every week.
No thanks.
Yeah, no, I think, you know, if you make those vows and you make those commitments, you stick with that person. And if it all fails, then you have to agree to disagree and walk away and then do whatever you like.
Fair enough. Miss Only Cam, was it OnlyFans Milan? Any final thoughts on that?
One man to your pum pum, yeah. Literally, get your own woman or man, stick to them, and then if it's not working out, move on. Like, as in, leave them and move on. Don't invite other people, it doesn't work. And then supporting wise, just do what you can to support people. Don't break your back to support someone, but, you know, every now and then, if you haven't spoken to someone in a while and you're thinking, well, I wonder how they are, just message them and say hi. They could. What's the worst that can happen? They just don't answer. well, you didn't speak to them for a couple of months anyway. So, do you know what I mean? And eat, pray, love. That's my final words.
Well, for me, I would say, yeah, all of that. One man to your vagina, as you would say, or one man to your whatever else. Cool. I wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't know yet. Also, before I even forget, Chili, where's Cher? Like, I just realised. Well, I didn't just realise, but Cher kind of like.
She left us for a bedroom, didn't it?
Basically, so
You scared her off. You was in her DMs a bit too much, a bit too pushy, a bit too supportive and confident.
Exactly, all of that small island talk, but again, that's what you expect from small islanders anyway. But in terms of my final thoughts, I would say this, and it's saying to myself, if you can do better, then do better. Yeah, going back to what Chili was saying about supporting friends.
I love you for that.
Thank you. But yeah, if you can do better, do better. And those in Instagram Live, again, thank you for joining. Thank you for your comments and views and review. Don't forget, we'll be on YouTube, I think, Monday. I think we'll have it edited and be on YouTube on Monday. And we'll be back next week, Friday, from 10 o'clock. And I think that's it. I think that's all good. Goodbye from us all.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah. Have a good weekend. Cheers, don't forget what selfie, Chids? Selfie?
No shit. Hold on. Right, I can do it this week because I got my phone in it. Right there. Ready? Hang on, I gotta get Milan in. Right there. Hold on.
One love, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good weekend. See you later.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys.
Love you, Nat. Bye, love.
Bye.